You ever hear the saying, when it rains, it pours? Well, that saying is even more true today because not only are we experiencing rain, we've got a disaster here on the tractor. We come out here, get the tractor out of the field where I'd been bush hogging the other day, and we've got a flat. Lucky for us, we have the power, safety, and portability of the Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus to get us out of this mess. Normally, it'd be a pretty tough fix to fix this not having power out here in the middle of the field, but with the Jackery, we actually can bring all the tools we need to get this fixed. Okay, so not only do we have a flat, unfortunately this tire unseated, unbeaded from the rim, so I'm going to actually start it up, use the bucket or front end loader to lift it up off the ground. We can try to put air in it. Hopefully it'll hold like that, good enough for us to get it to the house and then figure out what's going on with it. That'll get it up off the ground. We can work with it. And since we came down, Kimberly was bringing me down actually to get the tractor. We realized it's flat, so we went up to the house and got all the tools to get this fixed. Thankfully, this thing is super portable with its expandable handle and wheels. You can just roll this thing all over the place, pretty much like a small piece of luggage. We're going to get this set up here and get the air compressor out and see if we can't get this tractor tire fixed where we can get out of here. And then we'll tell you a little bit more about the Jackery product itself. Okay, unfortunately, I don't know a good way to roll up this cord because every time I roll it up, for some reason, when I go back to get it, it's in a mess, so we're just dragging out in a mess. Okay, let's get this thing turned on. Just hit the power button. It'll turn on. We got 92%. We're going to plug it into one of the AC ports. Hit the AC on and... So even with that big air compressor, which a lot of construction people use on job sites and stuff, it only pulled about 15 to 1600 watts on the Jackery, so you still got more than double that left. So if you have a lot of big stuff. The thing about tractors is the valve stems are on the inside, so I'm going to start this up and turn this wheel. I'll just make it a little easier to get to. Hopefully the air compressor doesn't kick back on whenever I'm putting this in, but we're going to see if we can get this thing aired up. I think it's going to seat back on the rim well enough. Okay, we're going to check and see if we got enough air in this to get us to the house and then figure out what's going on with it. It's looking pretty good. Oh, no, I can hear air coming out still. Ugh. Okay, well, and that sounds like quite a bit of air. I don't want to take a chance on this, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go grab an impact wrench and just go ahead and take the wheel off and go break it down and figure out what's going on with it so we can get it fixed. I got to go to work this afternoon, so I'm not sure that we'll be able to get it fixed today, but I at least want to get it off and get it up there, and don't want to end up driving on it and end up ruining it if it goes flat on us again. So let me get it lifted back up. Okay, so we're gonna take this wheel off. Like I said, thankfully we have our Jackery here to power all this. Otherwise we'd have to use a 4-way and it'd be a lot harder and take a lot longer. Okay, now we got all those out. We'll leave these here so we don't end up losing them. Pop that off. Get that ready to load up. But before we get to that, we want to tell you a little bit more about the Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus. So not only is this product built for homes of 3 to 6 people, offering a lot of power at 3600 watts and a capacity of 3584 watt hours, it also will run a lot of stuff if you have a farm and run a lot of heavy machinery or equipment and stuff that draws a lot of power. And the great thing is it's got a lot of different ports, so you can run a lot of different stuff at one time. So on the front, it's got a 30 amp RV plug port. It also has 4 120 volt AC ports. It has 2 USB-C 100 watt max ports, 2 USB-A 18 watt max ports. And it also, on the side, it has its expansion port where you can expand it up to 21 kilowatt hours of capacity. So the great thing about that, you can attach more of these to it and actually offer yourself more capacity so you can run stuff for a lot longer. It also, there's 3 different ways to charge it. You can charge it using solar panels, which we'll show you in just a few minutes. It's got an AC cord where you can charge it that way, or you can do a combination of both, which is great. So if you're in a crunch to get things done, you can plug in solar and AC power and really get it going. And if you want to save on fossil fuels, you can actually hook a generator up to this to charge it, and then you'll get over an hour's worth of fossil fuels. You can actually have like a full day's worth of power or something like that, if that's what you choose to do to charge it. So not only will it power all that, it also functions as a UPS, which is an uninterruptible power supply, which means if you have devices that need to switch over immediately when you lose electricity, like medical devices, modems, computers, things like that, if you have them plugged into this, it will do it in less than 10 milliseconds. The other great thing is it has next-gen heat-resistant ceramic batteries, which means they're going to last a long time. You're going to get over 6,000 charges out of them, and it'll have a 5% discharge over a year's time. So on a single charge, if you leave this setting for a full year, at the end of the year, you should be at 95%. And after 10 years, the batteries will still have 70% capacity, which means they're going to last you a long time. You're going to get your money's worth out of this machine. Okay, so we're fixing to set up Jackery's 500X solar panels. These are really great because if you're doing a lot of work or going to be working all day, you can actually plug the solar panels into this, let them to be continuously charging it as you're using it, so it'll last a lot longer and you get a lot more use out of it. These are super simple to set up. They come with this nice carrying case, which I'm just going to set to the side, and then it's just a matter of unfolding them. They're made in an M formation or W, where you can just, like pretty much like an accordion, unfold them. We'll get them stretched out, and then we're gonna get them plugged in, show you how they work, and also show you how important directional facing is for them, because the way the sun is, it's a cloudy day. So hopefully we still get some charge on, but they're going to be a lot better on a sunny day. Okay, so before we plug them in, this is the display. The input is what you're going to see whenever you have something charging. That's what's going into the machine. The middle number, the percentage, is the battery capacity, like how much it's had. It's at 90% right now. And the output is what we showed you earlier when you have stuff hooked up and using it. That's what you're actually using on the machine. So let me get these plugged up, and we're going to see if they'll actually charge in this cloudy weather, because we actually got a little bit of rain. Other great thing about these solar panels, they are waterproof. You can have them in rainy conditions, things like that, and they're still good to go. Okay, so we're getting 62 watts. Y'all have seen some of our other ones where we get a lot more than that, but I'm going to show you what the sky looks like right now, because we are complete cloud cover. You can't even see where the sun is right now, and it's still charging. That's how good this solar panel works. So this is what the sky looks like. Like I said, the sun, I think, is somewhere overhead based on the time of day it is, but you cannot even tell where it's at, and we are still getting charge out of these solar panels. That's how great they are. Work really great. But in a day like this, all you got to do is plug it into your AC power, and you'll get even more charge out of it that way. So like we've shown you in the past how direction matters on these. It doesn't today because there's no sun out, but like what I mean is, like, you can stand them up if you need to, angle them, turn them, however you need to do to get the most sunlight, and you can actually watch the screen to be able to do that. And also the great thing is it comes with stakes that you can actually stake these down to protect them from wind and things like that if you're going to have them there for a long time. So now we're going to throw the app up on the screen. This is what it looks like when you first log into it. It shows your device. If you had more than one device, it would show them all there. We only have the one. You can click on it, and it's going to tell you all about the device. It's connecting by Bluetooth. And as you can see, it shows that we are at 90% charge. It actually gives you the temperature of the batteries. And then it shows that our input is 47 watts, which with this cloudy day is actually pretty good. And then also it shows that like what our output is, which is 0 right now, but you can turn your ports on and off because we had AC and DC on. We've got them both turned off now. And the other great thing is with this, you can control your LCD screen display. Like for ours, we have it where it stays on for 2 minutes. You can actually turn it off here or set it where it stays on for 2 hours before it goes off. But generally what we're needing, within 2 minutes, we can see what we need on it, and that's good. The app can fully control the actual device and do a lot of different things with it where you don't actually have to be at the machine to handle it. So if it's connected to Wi-Fi, you can even do it that way as well. So for all of you who stuck around to the end, we saved the best part for last, how you can save money on this device. The first thing is it qualifies for a 30% federal battery tax credit, so you can save on your tax at the end of the year. The other great thing is this is their Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, which means you can save up to 65% on their devices, and it's the lowest prices of 2025. So be sure, check out the link we have in the description. Go see how you can save on your Jackery HomePower 3600 Plus.